Alright, so let's answer one of the questions that we have in the Investa Payaman Facebook group. So sabi niya dito, no, which one is better, stock market or mutual fund? Based sa tanong niya, we can say that he's still a beginner or a newbie in the world of investing. So bago natin sagutin yan, explain muna natin kung ano ang difference ng stock market at mutual fund. When we invest in the stock market, we are buying businesses. So, ano-ano nga ba itong businesses na to? Those are the publicly listed companies in the Philippine Stock Exchange, okay? We are buying businesses through their shares of stocks via our preferred online brokerage platform. Now, there are two ways on how to make money in the stock market. Number one is through dividends, and then number two is through price appreciation. For dividends, these are the profits being distributed by the company kapag kumita na sila. Take note, no, hindi lahat ng kumpanya ay nagbibigay ng dividends. Depende pa rin yan sa performance or kung kumita na nga ba ang kumpanya na to. Now, for those stocks that doesn't give out any dividends at all, meron pa tayong another way to make profit from it. Yan ang tinatawag na price appreciation. Dito, tumataas ang value ng stock na hawak natin as the company earns or as the company grows. Of course, magkakaroon ng effect yan. Kaya kumikita din tayo kapag hawak pa natin ang stock na yun ng isang kumpanya. Now, with mutual fund, this is the kind of investment that pulls money from different investors. Again, kapag sinabing mutual fund, it is a pooled fund. So, for example, ikaw meron kang 5,000 pesos. Ako meron akong 1,000 pesos. And then, yung isa nating ka-investa, meron silang 2,000 pesos. Yung isa naman, merong 3,000 pesos. Pagsasama-samahin lahat yan, at ito ang tinatawag nating pooled fund through mutual funds. Okay? So, magkakaroon tayo ng part shares sa isang mutual fund kung saan nag-i-invest ng mga asset katulad ng stock market, money market, bonds, at iba pa. Ang kagandahan nito, no, ang nagmamanage ng fund na ito ay isang professional fund manager. Okay? Sila yung taga-manage ng pinagsama-samang pera ng mga investors na katulad natin at sila yung bahalang mag-research, sila yung bahalang mamili. Ngayon, paano naman tayo kumikita sa mutual fund? Again, katulad ng stock market, ito ay through price appreciation or dadaan sa tinatawag nating NAVPS. So, ano nga ba ang NAVPS? Ang NAVPS, ito ang tinatawag nating Net Asset Value per Share. It represents the price of one share of a mutual fund on a specific date or time. Now, how does it work? Paano kung malalaman mo na tumataas ang value ng NAVPS ng fund na binili mo? So, let's open our Investa investment account and then I'll go to the Explorer and then let's say I have an extra 10,000 pesos na gusto kong i-invest. Sabihin na natin na hindi ko naman agad kakailanganin itong pera na to. So, I can just invest it in maybe around 5 years time pa. So, I'll go through the categories and then perhaps I'll choose the 5-year top performing fund. And then here, as you can see, may risk type indicated according sa investment profile mo. So, for those who are interested to know what kind of investor they are and what type is their risk profile, pwede nyo siyang mapanood dito sa video na to which covers more detailed information about it. Now, let's say I'm a conservative type of investor. I click on the 5-year profit returns and then choose the fund that fits my investment type. Say conservative. Kunwari, si Phil Equity Peso Bond Fund ang pinili ko. And then, let's look into its 5-year duration. Kung bibili ako during this time, yung current NAVPS niya as of March 13 ay 3.9332. And then later on, let's say, after 5 years, ang NAVPS niya ay tumaas na at naging 5 at binenta natin yun ng ganung price, then kumita na tayo through price appreciation. Another example, let's look into the fund fact sheet. This is the price NAVPS growth of Phil Equity Peso Bond Fund for the duration of 10 years from 2001 to 2021. Let's say I invested in the year 2016 and then I bought the fund with NAVPS of around 3.5 during that time. And after 5 years, 2021, the NAVPS is already at 4. That means I've already profited from this type of investment, again, through price appreciation. When we invest in great companies. So, ano-ano ba yung mga yan? Nakikita natin, no, ang dami. Like, for example, PLDT, Converge, Globe, Jollibee, Metrobank, Ayala, SM, BPI, at iba pa. But what if we want to own all of them? Pero limited yung starting capital natin. Halimbawa, meron ka lang 1,000 or 5,000 o minsan nga 100 or 50 pesos pa lang yung puhunan mo. Would you be able to buy all this in just one investing?
With stock market, hindi pwede. Kasi sa stock market, you have to invest in each stock according to their board lot. So ano nga ba yung board lot? Ito yung minimum number of shares na pwede mong bilhin per stock or company bago mo masabing investor ka na sa kumpanya na to. Say for example, si PLDT, ang minimum board lot niya ay 5. That means, when you buy a share of stock from PLDT, you have to at least buy 5 lots or shares. So, syempre, sa bawat share, may corresponding price yan. At kung titingnan natin ang latest price ni PLDT, ito ay 1,830 price per share. Now, yung minimum na kailangan mong bilhin ay 5 shares. Then that means, kinakailangan mong magkaroon ng starting capital na 9,150 or almost 10K na rin para lang makapag-invest sa isang kumpanya sa stock market katulad ni PLDT. Ngayon, paano kung hindi lang si PLDT ang gusto mo? What if pati si Ayala, pati si BDO at iba pa? So meron din yan ulit sila ng mga minimum board lots at kung kakalkulahin mo, medyo mabigat sa bulsa lalo na kung nagsisimula ka pa lamang. Now with mutual funds, the good news is this is an investment vehicle that would allow us to own almost all of these companies kahit mababa lang yung starting capital mo.
Now the big question is, which one is better? First and foremost, you have to determine your risk appetite. Know what is your goal, what is your investment horizon, what kind of investor are you? Are you looking for a maximum return or naghahanap ka lang ng small return while your capital is being protected? If you're the kind of investor who doesn't have the time to study about the stock market, like for example, how to buy, how to sell, what to buy, then it's better for you to get a fund manager who will handle your money. Just pick a fund that you trust, okay? Make sure you've read the prospectus, you've studied the fund fact sheet, you've known the historical growth. Look for a fund manager that you believed in and then invest your money through their funds. They're the ones who will worry about your money. They're the ones who will make the money work for you. They're the ones who will check which stock to put your money or which asset to put your money in. Kung di mo naman kayang mag-invest ng isang biglaan, then you can also do peso cost averaging through the fund that you've chosen, okay? Lalo na if the market is too hard for you to time in, then let the fund managers do the rest for you. The beauty of mutual fund is actually good, especially for those investors with limited capital. So for example, meron ka lang 1,000 pesos or meron ka lang 8,000 pesos or minsan 50 pesos pa nga. Paano mo yun i-invest sa isang stock market, okay? It's gonna be hard for you if you're gonna be investing in the stock market agad-agad. It's gonna be difficult for you to buy in those stocks, lalo na kung meron mga requirement talaga depending on the board lot of the company. Now, if you're in a pooled fund, automatically, you're gonna be part of a diversified portfolio because your fund will be used with everybody else's money and then that will be used to buy a diversified part of stocks already. Now, mutual fund is for people who really don't have any conviction on any particular stock or any particular company in the market, okay? They just want to be part of it. They're just positive about the market. They just want to be proxy in the economy. That's why they're buying lots of stocks through pooled funds. And then, if you do have the time naman to study and to know about the basics up to the advanced learning of the stock market and you want to do it on your own, then by all chance, choose investing or trading in the stock market. Ngayon, alamin naman natin ang limitasyon sa pagtatrade sa stock market bilang isang trader. If you've been in the market for quite a while and you have a very big portfolio, you can just buy a lot of stocks right away. Kasi kailangan mong hati-hatiin yan para mabili mo yung price na gusto mo depending sa number of sellers at the current price or at the current time through the stock market. So if you want to go it immediately, you want to do it in just one shot, go through mutual funds. Kasi with mutual funds, you can invest in right away on all those assets that you want to invest in immediately. At the end of the day, I would actually recommend for you to have both if you have all the means in investing. Why? Because nothing beats investing for different purposes, for different goals, for different dreams, okay? Nothing beats investing over a long term. And again, nothing beats diversification. And when you have both, it will be easier for you to have the best of both worlds. The best investment, sabi nga nila. But I'm telling you right now, there's no such thing as best investment. There's no such thing as the one that fits all. You have to find a mixture of both for better diversification.
Lastly, it's a good strategy for you to set aside the money that you can trade in depending on the time that you have, and then set aside naman for the fund managers to manage the money for you. In that way, you'll be able to leverage things up. So I hope nakatulong ang video na ito, especially for the newbies or the beginners in the stock market, lalo na sa mga nagtatanong kung ano nga ba ang better sa kanila, either stock market or mutual fund. So see you on the next video!